In this video, we're covering rumours and speculating some theories and information of the next farming simulator game. If you're excited for this and you're excited for the next game, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you're kept up to date. So let's get straight into this video, and the first thing we want to talk about is the potential name of the next game. So there's actually quite a lot of uncertainty about this between sort of potential players of the next game. This is because, unlike previous years, this farming simulator which is currently released now, which is Farming Simulator 22, is quite different to the other ones because previously it's all been odd numbers. For example, Farming Simulator 2019, Farming Simulator 2017, so this game was meant to be Farming Simulator 21, which is currently released now, but it was actually pushed back a year to go and catch up with the next generation consoles, which is why it was called Farming Simulator 22. So therefore, we're actually wondering if Giants are going to go and keep this pattern and call the next game Farming Simulator 24, or if they're going to go and skip a year and go back to the odd numbers, which means the next game would be called Farming Simulator 25. We think that Giants are going to go and make the next game Farming Simulator 25 because then it's going to go and be back with the original pattern, and this is because some of the mobile versions of Farming Simulator have got the even numbers in their name, which can potentially confuse people, so it may make sense if they go and start using the odd numbers again. But that does mean we're going to not have Farming Simulator for another 3 years, so it'll be a similar wait to when we had to wait from 2019 to 22 for the next game. So the next topic we want to talk about is the potential release date of the next Farming Simulator. So if we go off the information we have on when the previous games were released, this is usually the November before the year in the game's name. For example, Farming Simulator 22 was released in November 2021, and Farming Simulator 2019 was released in November 2018. So it's usually just before the year's game. Therefore, the release date of the next game is going to go and depend upon the name of which Giants use. This is because if they use Farming Simulator 2024, then the game is likely to release in 2023 fall, which is going to be about a year from now. But if they go and use Farming Simulator 25, then the game is more likely to be released in the 2024 fall, which is 2 years from now. So it is going to depend a bit upon when the game's actually released and the name they go for. But one thing that's going to come before the release date of the game is the trailer, and the trailer is where we can find out some great information about the game. So you're probably wondering, when is that going to go and be released? Well, once again, if we go off of previous information we have, it's usually released in the spring or summer before the fall of when the game is released. Therefore, we can probably predict if Giants go and release Farming Simulator 24 that the game trailer would be released in the spring or summer of 2023. However, if the game isn't going named Farming Simulator 25, then it's likely the trailer is going to be in the summer of 2024, with then the release date being in the fall time of 2024. Now, the next thing we're going to go and look at is potential features of the next Farming Simulator. So when we go and look at Farming Simulator 22, we can go and see that Giants have incorporated popular mods into the game from previous games. So for example, the Seasons mod. Seasons was absolutely huge in Farming Simulator 2019, but it wasn't actually part of the in-game sort of features. Also in Farming Simulator 2019, there was a mod which wasn't quite as popular as the Seasons mod, but it basically allowed you to go and use umbilical spreading, where you can just go and spread slurry straight from pipes. And that's now a DLC in Farming Simulator 22 as well, which sort of shows they're slowly incorporating mods, but that's usually because mods are more advanced versions of the game which are then used, so you can sort of predict which mods may be used. So there's actually a chance of some of the very popular mods in Farming Simulator 22 and even Farming Sim 2019 may be in the next version of Farming Simulator. So I want to go and cover some of the really popular mods in Farming Simulator 22 which may be in the next game. So one of the first features I think should be in the next game is called manual attach. So when you want to go and attach an implement, all you need to do is hop into the tractor and then go and reverse up to it. And instead of being able to go and attach everything from inside the cab, you then need to go and get out of the tractor, and then you need to go up to the implement, as you can see, and then need to press Q to attach it. And then after attaching it, you also need to go and attach the PTO and the pipe. So press Z once to go and attach the PTO, and then hold it, and it's going to go and attach the pipes, and then you can go and operate your machine. Now the next mod, which should be a built-in feature, is called Courseplay. Now AI has definitely improved over the years of Farming Simulator, but Courseplay is just completely uncomparable. So Courseplay is an insanely advanced mod for AI workers. And then once you've opened up the menu, all you need to do is go and set a course. And with Courseplay, you can go and do things that, for example, like setting headlands, but you can also go and record certain jobs and go and sell grain with it. So you can literally just go and train it to be a complete sort of second second player as such, and it's just really good, and it really needs to be in the default version of Farming Simulator. And the next mod is called Real Dirt Color. So I'm pretty sure since Farming Simulator 2015, you've been able to go and wash vehicles, and it's honestly such a great feature. But what usually happens is they just get muddy, they don't have any other textures. But with this mod, Real Dirt Color, it goes and adds sort of textures like lime, for example, and also grass, which isn't in the default version of the game, but it's something really simple, but I think they should add. Another mod that should just be part of the game itself is called Additional Field Info. Now with this, as you can see in the bottom right, we get a ton of information about the potential harvest quantity and the yields, and a bit more information about the land itself. And I just think this is really good for like predicting how much money you could make, and it's just something which is pretty simple to add in, but it just makes a big difference to the gameplay, especially when you're trying to play sort of really realistically. So this next mod I want to talk about is similar to Manual Attach, but it's called Manual Refuel, but it's very similar. So what Giant should do is basically when you want to go out and refuel your tractor with fuel, is you have to get out and then go and hold a button to refuel it, instead of being able to do it inside of your cab. Once again, it's just quite unrealistic, but it's sort of similar to Manual Attach, but I just think more things should be done sort of by hand getting out of your tractor. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you click on one of the videos on the screen right now. Peace.